you could get a bigger bang for buck in terms of riding experience.
I got a SURRON, but also these are all from Amazon, and they're all of the like simple, easy to install mods that I think probably you should do to a SURRON first. This is an awesome bike. I love it. I've been riding it for a little bit now, but there are certain things about the ergonomics and the quality of some parts that come on the bike stock that you might want to address right away. Direct mount stem, non-O-ring chain, carbon fiber headset spacers, brand new headlight. What is this? Oh, that's the mounting stuff. Okay, got it. 54 tooth Warp 9 sprocket. I'm so excited about this one. And last but not least, handlebars. I have an electric group ride that I want to go to in approximately 3 hours. So I'm going to install these mods on the SURRON as quickly as I possibly can. And then I'll talk about why I chose all of these as the first modifications and why I think maybe you should too.
I've been on game like EA, sipping too soon that pregame, trying to find two that three-way. I just went fast like we late. I just thank God like he said. How can I not? Yeah, we straight. She just tapped in like relay. Yeah, it's on me like prepaid. If you ain't hip, you adios. I just feel lucky that particle.
Jeez Louise. That's so bright.
I got these wins, yeah, and the vibes on that.
I just realized that this stem actually has two different settings for reach. I didn't realize this when I bought it. This is really cool. If you look down in there, you can see that it has two different holes for the bolt to go through. So it can either stick out 52 millimeters or 47 millimeters. Pretty cool.
So good, that sun is shining. Ay, sitting with my feet kicked up like I ain't trying. Yeah, this is what I want on summer, yeah. Gangs all here, let's run it, yeah. Vibes right here, 100, yeah.
Everybody dancing, everybody vibing, everybody moving. There's no silence, bad little thing. She good vibing, make her go drip, drip, drip like an island. I know, I swear it feels like I'm on a wave. We getting turned up, we out of space. Oh, how I love all these summer days. I'm hoping this feeling don't fade away.
Nice. The light, the stem, the bars, and the headset spacers are all on. The bike feels so much better when I'm sitting on it. It's unreal. From the factory, the bars are like basically flat, so you can see the height difference. That's a good like 2.5 inches. So that means your body can be much more upright, wheelies are a little bit easier, and overall it's just a more comfortable fit. Also, I think it looks kind of cool. This direct mount stem keeps the bars from getting tweaked when you fall on the bike, because I know for me it's not if, it's when. And the bicycle style compression system, which basically compresses the headset and keeps everything tight. Because we're removing the stem that clamps onto the fork tube here, you do need to get some headset spacers. They don't need to be carbon fiber, but carbon fiber is kind of cool. The next and final things to go on the bike are going to be the 54 tooth rear sprocket, as well as this non-O-ring type chain. This is 110 links, so it should fit. At least that's what the internet says, so I guess we'll find out. This should give us a bunch more torque. It'll actually be similar to the gearing that's on Moto Moto, and Moto Moto is a little more powerful than a stock SURRON, but hopefully it'll give us kind of a similar amount of low down torque without losing too much top speed. Look how flexible that is compared to this. Dude, this one is so much lighter. Okay. This is the weather. The group ride is supposed to start at 7 p.m. It is now 6:25, and also look what just showed up. my new tires. Now, I need to leave in, like, now, so I can't mount these yet, but we will mount them in the next video. Also, look how cool Moto looks next to the SURRON. Pretty soon, I'm gonna race these, see which one is faster. Stay tuned for that video. Anyway, I'm just really excited that now I have two bikes that I just absolutely am in love with. Anyway, let's get the SURRON loaded up.
I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me.
100% charge.
Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making.
It's been a couple days. We finally have some nice weather. I think it's the perfect time to test out these new mods. Oh, can we do this hill climb? Hold on. Oh, Jesus. Come on. Oh, easy peasy. This new sprocket, oh my God. This new sprocket makes climbing so much easier. And also, this trail brings us up to my favorite place in this entire park. The secret basketball court. So first off, the sprocket is sick, dude. I actually didn't end up losing that much top speed at all. I reset the top speedometer. What does it say here? 48 miles an hour. Holy shit, we gained miles per hour. See, this is the benefit of going to that non-O-ring chain. The O-ring chain has literally rubber O-rings. They cause so much resistance in the drivetrain that it lowers your top speed like crazy. If you go to a larger rear sprocket, you can make up for that lost top speed. Oh my God, it's so gross. And all of a sudden, you have more torque on your bike with the same top speed, and all of it costs like, whatever, 60 bucks or whatever it is. Okay. Hold on, straight up. Easy peasy. Now, as great as the sprocket has been, I think the #1 modification that I would recommend if you have just even a little bit of money to spend on the SURRON is these riser bars. I'm about 6'4". I'm actually 6'3", but I tell people I'm 6'4". These bars make this bike like actually rideable. I can stand up and I'm in a comfortable position. I think these ones are like $30. You can certainly get nicer bars, and maybe one day I will. But these have a 60mm rise, and they've been really awesome. As for this direct mount stem, I gotta be honest, maybe it's not a necessity right off the bat, but it is so much more sturdy than what comes on the bike that it gives me a lot of confidence going through tight trails. Like, even if I fall, I'm not gonna absolutely ruin my bike. Oh my God, what the hell? The carbon fiber headset spacers, you know, they're whatever. They're cool. I think they look awesome. I hate adding weight to a bike when I don't need to. And they're only like $8, so, you know, I think I'm gonna count that as a worthwhile upgrade. Okay, to be completely honest, I probably shouldn't be riding on this trail. Okay, back the way we came. Whoa, oh, oh. Oh, oh. Whoa. I wasn't aware. Oh, that there are stairs. Anyway, about the light. Dude, it's so bright. Last but not least, I don't know how I forgot this, is the tires. I ended up installing the Shinko 244s off camera. Somehow these are both better on the street and better in the dirt, which is not good news for the stock SURRON tires. Those tires are not great.
I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night to the sunrise. Pop back.
After riding this around for a bit, I think these are my top 3 easy, simple Amazon mods for the SURRON in order. First, riser bars. These are really inexpensive and super easy to install. I don't think you could get a bigger bang for buck in terms of riding experience than handlebars. Second thing I would say is the non-O-ring chain. Even if you don't get the rear sprocket, getting a non-O-ring chain won't actually increase the amount of noise that your bike makes all that much. Plus, it cuts down on so much resistance in your drivetrain. If you're looking to add just like a little bit of pep and a little bit more power to the bike, I think weirdly a chain is the easiest
simplest way to do that. All you really need to install it is to make sure you have the right number of links, and you might need some pliers or something to get the master link off. And lastly, despite how much I love that sprocket, I think number 3 is going to be the tires. I feel like having more robust, like actual motorcycle tires on this allows you to enjoy the SURRON as it should be enjoyed. The stock tires make me really nervous that they're going to pop, or I'm going to run over something and it's going to completely mess up the tube. Plus, those stock tires are not good on the street and they're not good in the dirt. So, you know, these are better at both. These are Shinko 244s. A lot of people run Shinko 241s on their SURRONs, but either way, you're going to get a better tire and you're going to be able to do more with your SURRON. If you're investing all of this money in such a cool electric bike, you might as well be able to use it to its full extent, and tires are a big part of that. Honorable mention, obviously, goes to the rear sprocket. That totally changes the way this bike accelerates from kind of a gentle acceleration to, you know, what you kind of expect a SURRON to feel like.
Anytime, pull up on me.
Okay, that's it for today's video. If you like the video, make sure to like the video. If you really like the video, make sure to subscribe. I make a new video whenever I can. Thank you so much for spending your time watching this video, and I will see you next time. Peace!